you can see over here at the Roadtrek Zion, it's time to winterize. And why do I winterize? It's because here in Tennessee, our temperatures do get down to 0 sometimes during the winter, although we do have mild temperatures sometimes. They always say if you don't like the weather in Tennessee, just stick around till tomorrow and it'll change.
Rolling down the road, got my sights set high. From Tennessee skies to the mountains wide in my Roadtrek Zion, chasing the sun. Woodall's RV in USA, living the dream, enjoying the day.
Well, good morning, y'all. And guess what? You know what today is? It's getting colder. It's time to winterize. So that's what we want to make sure that we're taking care of everything. We just got back off of some long trips all the way out west, and so now it's time to take and winterize and get our van ready for the winter. Will we still use it? Yes. But we want to make sure that we've got everything to where we don't have any lines get froze. Well, one of the first things I had to do was go by Walmart and pick up some antifreeze. You know, this pink stuff that everybody uses, it's biodegradable. So I went by and picked this up, and as you can see right here, it has that it's down 50 below. So that means that temperature is below 50 degrees. Now, I've got something else I want to show you. I also picked up of this Prestone antifreeze that is actually for RV pool boats and seasonal home that is 100 below. And you're going to see where I'm going to use these at. Now, if you're familiar with the Roadtrek Zion, this is a 2023 model. And it has 2 points that has to be drained first before we start putting in our antifreeze. The first one is in the rear, right up under here, and you can see where I'm going to grab the valve, and I'm going to open that up and let that drain. Once it's drained, I'm going to cut it off. Then I'm going to go around to the other side of the van, and right up under here is where the other drain is. We will be draining that just soon as we empty our black and our gray tank. Now, one of the next things we want to make sure that we have done is in the hot water heater is in behind this door. We want to open it up. Let it go down. And make sure we cut this switch into the off position. And what we're going to get ready to do is drain the tank. And so you ask, how am I going to do that? You'll see. First, I'm going to take my key where my hose is. Then I'm going to take and pull it out. Stretch it out and get all the kinks out. And as you can see, we have a sewer cap outside. And what I'm going to do is take and put it in there and secure and lock it down there. That way it won't come off. Now, we're going to go over to, we will call the black tank, and then we will pull this valve out, and that will release the flow. Then we'll come up here to the door, go right inside, and as you can see, right here is the empty button for the tank. All you have to do is hit the button for the macerator and turn it on, and it will empty it. And one of the things you want to make sure that you do in draining your water tanks is come inside if you don't have anything in the gray tank and go ahead and run water in it. Also, make sure that you've got water in the toilet so that you can take and drain that out too. So you may want to put some more in your black tank to flush it out. Okay, now that we have water in the gray tank and water in the black tank, now we're going to pull the valve and empty out the black tank first. Now we will pull the black tank first. Once you have done that, the next thing we want to do is hit the button. Hear that? It's empty now. Next, what we want to do is close the black tank, then reach over and pull the gray tank. Go back to the van, hit the button, and then watch it empty. This is flushing the gray tank and cleaning the line from the black tank. Hear that? It's empty. Now, we know that we have these lines empty. So now we're going to take and put our line back in the van, and later on in this video, you'll see me take and run fluid through that line. Now you can see that we have the black tank emptied and also the gray tank emptied. We have released the water in the back of the van, and now we are fixing to take and release the water out of the water tank, the main tank that's in the van. So we're going to go up under here and do this right now. And now, as you can see, right here we have the valve, and what we're going to do is turn it on. Now, as you can see, the water has quit dripping and the tank is completely empty. Now we'll close the valve. And what I'm going to do is reach right up under here and shut the valve off. Now, the next thing is once we get the tank drained of the main water, you can see I have this little attachment that I went and purchased at Walmart in the automotive section. And what it is, it's not a funnel, but it sticks on the top of the antifreeze. You can take this, set it on there, and screw it on, tighten it down, turn that to open it up. And when you get ready to take and put this in your water tank, you just stick this little rubber part down in it, tilt this up, and all you have to do is take a knife and poke a hole in the bottom of the jug, and it'll go down quick. Now I have already removed the red cap, and now I'm going to take this gallon jug of antifreeze, stick it right up in here, let it start draining, and then the very top I'm going to punch a hole. And what I'm doing right now is putting this gallon of antifreeze in. Now what I will do is put 6 of these in. Okay. This is 6, and this is the last one. That is the last one. Now, what we want to do is get us a rag and clean up our mess. Make sure you wipe all that excess off that got out here on the outside if it dripped in. Then for now, we're going to take and replace and put back in the plug. And as you know, Melissa likes to keep things clean in this van, so I try to do the best I can to keep from messing up and making a mess. So what I'm going to do now is take and open up the faucet in the sink first. And what we're actually going to do is let this run until pink stuff comes out. Now I'm going to open up the cold first, and you'll see right now that just water is coming through. It will take just a little bit before the pink stuff starts coming out. But when it does, you'll be able to know it and see it in the sink. You can see the color there now is pink. Now that we have the cold line out, now we want to do the hot line. And we'll take and run it until it clears itself. All right, now you see it's cleared itself. Now one of the things we want to do is take and get a paper towel and make sure that we clean that sink out real good, because that color will get in your sink and it'll stain it. So we want to make sure that we wipe it and clean everything out, because you know, I don't want Melissa getting on to me. We have the kitchen sink done. And this is what we're going to take the plug out of the sink. We're going to turn water on. There it comes. There's the hot. We're going to place the shower head back up here. Now we're going to do the cold water. There comes the pink stuff. Now, as you can see down there, we're going to flush the toilet. And you'll see the pink stuff down there. So now what have we done? We have drained the lines going into the sink. We have drained the shower head and got the pink stuff flowing through it. We have also flushed the toilet and got everything flowing through it. Now what we're going to do is pour some antifreeze down the drains, especially the one in the floor and in the sink. You're going to see the drain right there, and I'm going to take it out, and I'm fixing to take it and dump some down in it. And well, if you wondered why I kept that 7th gallon of antifreeze, that's what's being poured down this drain. And the reason I'm pouring a half a gallon down the drain, you want to make sure that that P-trap gets plenty of antifreeze in it and it flushes itself. Well, nothing worse than having a P-trap freeze up and bust. So you want to make sure that you've got that thing completely full of antifreeze. So now I am finished with the outside shower. Now I'm going to close it back up. Now as you can see, that is pink water that completely come out of there. There is no water left in there. Now one of the things I want to go back and do that I haven't seen very many people do is on the back drain that we opened up first. I'm going to leave the water pump on, and then I'm going to take and open up the valve and make sure that pink comes out. And now you can see it's pink, and that's what come out. Now what you're going to get to see me do is I'm going to go back here. I'm going to take and open this back up. I have got my van as level as I can get it. I'm going to take out the macerator hose and I'm going to stretch it out. And what you're going to see is that I have stretched the hose out as I'm going to open up the black tank. And I opened it up. Now I'm going to open up the door. I'm going to go right to where the macerator pump is. I'm going to hit that button. Now we're going to close it back up. We're going to open up the gray tank. We're going to do the same thing with it. And most people would say that you're finished. No. That's the reason why I've got those 2 gallon of 100 below. You're going to see what I'm going to do with them. And well, you can guess where this 1st gallon's going. Right down there. Well, you've seen where that one went to. Now you're going to see where the 2nd gallon is going. And does anybody want to guess? Right down into the sink. A whole gallon. Well, guys, that's it. We're winterized. And can we still use our van? Yes, and we're going to. And that's another item that Melissa will show you that she's bought us this year to take along with us in our van. I'd never seen that of it, but she'll show it to you when it's time. But right now, I just want to thank y'all for watching this video. And like I said, I'm not an expert on winterizing RVs. I did this all on my own. Everything you see is what I do, not exactly what everybody else does. I'm just showing you in my 2023 Roadtrek Zion. So I hope you get something from this. And like I always say, you may find a better way and you may find an easier way. But that's the thing that you got to do, is make sure that you do it correct, because there's nothing no worse than having lines that freeze and having to spend a lot of money. Those extra 3 gallons of antifreeze that I bought, they were only like $3 a jug. So you're looking at $9 versus $50 an hour to $100 an hour for somebody to work on a van with busted lines. That's a no-brainer. So thank y'all. Please remember to like and subscribe if you like this content. Make sure that you watch woodallsrvnusa every Saturday at 9 o'clock. Please comment and let us know what you think about this video, whether you like it or not. And we'll see y'all next week.